Hello everyone, we are here in the second edition of Hyper Annotation in Venice, live with you from Polish Pavilion with Małgorzata, Mirga and Joanna, Warsza. Thank you for joining us, the artist and the curator. We already have heard a little bit about the idea behind the pavilion and how it's connected and how you are the first Roma artist being presented in the Biennale. Can you tell us, elaborate a little bit about the details, about the journey that you have taken you to Venice, and also the artwork, how it came to be generally? Thank you so much.
You are here in Polish Pavilion in Venice, and this is my curator Joanna Warsza, and there is the co-curator is Szymański, and all what you see here, this is like the background was and inspiration was coming from Ferrara, Palazzo Stefano. Yeah, but I a little changed, and then I building my own palace, like Roma palace, but not exactly. And you see the journey, like the past, like every month you see here, and also the not only future but the present, what's happened now in the Roma culture and I tell story about my family, but not only about the Roma.
So, for example, this belt, the palace is constructed, divided into 3 belts, and this belt on the outside makes you approach and be almost together with Małgorzata's family, Małgorzata community. And very often what I love about your work also is this method, what you call throwing material into the painting. Because she would take, if she represents, who is this, for example?
This is my mother. Wow. Yeah. This is my mother, my little son, but that was for the, like, I don't know, 15 years ago. I decided also to put him there to sewing. This is now he looks like
he's 17.
Yeah. He has 16 years old now. And my second child is there, and my mother, my whole family there. Yeah, and when you see that, this is the moment when my aunt, my mother, my sister, my cousin, they helped me to creative one project, and we saw together, and that was the moment when we working together, when they helped me, because they really understand that everything what we're doing for our culture and for the future, for our children, this is really important, not only for my family, but also for all the Roma communities for Europe, yeah. And there is also one situation when we sewing, we sewing together, but that was exactly the same where you see the Jacques Calotti, yeah.
So if we go, so for example, here in this belt, this is a month of March.
Wow.
Because it's like a walk-in calendar. It was the first panel that Małgorzata completed in January. Together with your collaborators, you work day and night to make this calendar happen. Yeah. But this has a conceptual, all piece has a conceptual levels too, but this is some kind of an auto-portrait. Because what you see here, this is Małgorzata and Stanisława Mirga, her collaborators, and what they are in the process, they are in process of making exactly this piece of Jacques Callot up there. So there is a kind of a self-portrait inscribed in this month of March. And what I was also saying later, what is in the Palazzo, we have this concept of life after life of images, but Małgorzata also extended to life after life of materials, because those materials very often come from the people depicted. So this is Małgorzata, this is part of her clothing, right? So this clothing carries your energy. Yeah. It carries the past of the person, the life of the person who was wearing it. But very often these materials themselves also come from India and Bangladesh. You know, they also made a journey to our shops or second-hand shops. So in some sense, it's not only life after life of images symbolically, it's also very tangibly a life after life of the materials and their circulation in the world.
That's amazing. Can you tell us more about the process? How long it took? How in the process, how your connection changed to the whole work? And you were telling me about your family, and did you complete the work there? Because I know you did complete it with your family together.
Oh yeah, that was really, really, really long and huge process. Yeah, and we working, but so everybody say that it's short. That was short time. We worked like 5 months only, but my whole family helped me and amazing figures, Gosia, Stasia, and Halinka, and helped me, my sister, my cousins, my mother, and they really live and believe that everything what I'm doing here is so important, and they help me. Yeah? Even I left my 2 sons at home, and they wait for me to do it homework. Yeah, they understand that this is really important, and then the aunts and uncles, they help to do it. But yeah, I manage many things. But for the Roma and for the Roma people from everywhere, from Europe, it's so important what I do here, and we keep each other, and they send me many messages that is everything what I doing here is not only important for Polish Roma, but also for the Roma from another country. It's really important and give me power to do it, my work. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Do you have any favorite detail or any personal connection to any of the details?
I can show you. To make the photo a long time ago, in the 1980.
Wow,
And
amazing.
you see here our family, my grandma, my aunt, my whole family. And this was the
amazing.
time when they pray, when I forgot how this action movie.
The grieving, the communal grieving for 3 days. Yeah.
For 3 days, and they stay, and that was me when I saw this archive from my uncle. So it's so important to show it these people, because I know them. They don't now. Only maybe 2 persons still alive, but all of them, they are not with us. But I still remember them, and this is, for me, was really
That's
strong to
amazing.
do it, like to make them. This is the photo, and
Yeah.
also this is my uncle who do this photo. Yeah.
That's amazing,
Yeah.
because there are so many details that you may miss when just like
Of
looking
course,
around.
you know, this work has endless layers. Małgorzata is doing patchworks, and patchworks, she's putting things that don't fit together and start to amazingly fit and create like another value. And also for me as a curator, still, even if for 5 months I was only working on this project, still new layers reveal themselves. This is a work that has endless depths, and yet is visually striking and speaks to you in 1 second. And this is
That is
the
amazing.
majestic talent of Małgosia, and also the fact that she uses a needle, and as Louise Bourgeois was writing, needle is something that doesn't hurt another person, it repairs. It sews things together, and she, in a way, in this trans-European pavilion, because it's not only Polish pavilion, it's a pavilion of Roma people who are a proto-European community living in many European countries. It's also for me an operation that you are making of sewing us together. We don't need to fit, but yet we coexist.
Yes.
That's,
Yeah.
that's amazing. Thank you.
Thank you.
so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much.